Today I am making jam, but not just any jam. It's a mango raspberry jam. And what's exciting about this jam is I am making this with fruit that I have left over in my freezer. So I had leftover frozen mango, I have leftover frozen raspberries from last season. What a perfect way to get rid of the old and make room for the new coming in soon. All you need are 5 simple ingredients, so let's jump in. The first thing we need in this recipe is 3 cups of finely chopped mango. This is simple when you do it from frozen, but if you're making this from fresh, just, peel, remove the pits, and then finely chop your mango. We now need 1.5 cups of crushed raspberries. Now, to your saucepan, you are going to add 1.5 cups of crushed raspberries, 3 cups of your diced mango, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and your 57 grams of powdered pectin. We're going to whisk all this together. Just going to sprinkle this so it doesn't clump. And feel free to make this with fresh fruit as well. I'm just using up what I had on hand. Give this a good stir. The sugar is for last. Oh, this smells and looks incredible. Look at this. So pretty. Now this all goes on the stovetop and we're going to bring this to a boil. I have my fruit on a medium-high heat. We're going to bring this to a boil. Beside it, I have my steam canner on it warming up. I will be steam canning this jelly. If you don't have a steam canner, be sure to check out some of the videos that I have on how to steam can. It is the best investment you can make if you do a lot of high acid foods that can be steam canned. It's perfect. If you don't have a steam canner, no worries. You can water bath this the usual method by putting your jars in a large pot that has at least 1 inch of water covering your jars, and you boil it for the same amount of time. Very simple. So let's bring this to a boil. We are going to time this for 1 minute. Once your minute is up, take it off the heat, and then we're going to try to remove some of the foam from the top of this. Sometimes it helps to wait just a second, but you don't want to wait too long. You don't want your jam to set too quick. So just skim off the foam. It has nothing to do with the flavor of this foam. It's just more of a presentation. It's more aesthetically pleasing if it's not there. It's prettier. I'm going to go grab my jars that are heating in my canner, and then we're going to get this jam inside of those jars. You're going to leave 1/4 inch headspace. Make sure there are no bubbles inside your jar. Wipe your rims off with water. Put your cap on top. And your ring fingertip tight. Then transfer this over to your canner. I have ended up with 7 beautiful jars of raspberry mango or mango raspberry jam. So now all that's left to do is to process these jars. So I'm going to put the cover on top. Increase the heat and bring this to a good boil. Now these steam canners have a dial on top, and the way it works is that Again, it's altitude dependent. You need to bring the dial to where it's appropriate for your altitude. So for me, I need to get the dial in the dark green section. Once it hits that dark green section, I start timing. This only needs to process for 10 minutes. Once it's done, we turn the heat off and leave them in the pot with the cover on for another 5 minutes before removing them. 7 great jars of mango raspberry jam. I wouldn't have been very disappointed had it not set, because all I could think of was, wouldn't this be good with ice cream, or wouldn't it be good like instead of a strawberry shortcake you would pour this on top of your biscuits and put some ice cream in. Anyway, there seem to be a lot of possibilities, but I do think it's going to gel because although I always love to have leftovers, there wasn't a whole lot. And this was all that was left that I could scrape from the pot. And if you get a good look at it, it's pretty stuck in there. So it looks like it's going to gel just fine. I haven't tasted it actually. You can really taste that mango. Oh, what a really good and unique taste. Wow, great, love it. So as usual, you're going to leave your jars alone. Don't touch them for 24 hours. Once the 24 hours are up, remove your rings. Don't store them with the rings on top. Write what it is on top and the year that you canned it, because this looks pretty much like any kind of raspberry jam that you would make. Make sure to write on top of your jar exactly what's in there. You can keep these up to a year as long as you store them in a cool, dry, dark environment. They'll last really well. If you love mango as much as I do, be sure to check out another video that I've made recently on mango sauce. It's really good. Now that would be really good as well, poured on top of ice cream. So if you enjoy my content, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button and be sure to check back again soon to see what other content I will have coming out.